Microphone check. 1 2. 1 2. All right. LeetCode daily problem. Smallest palindromic rearrangements, part 1. You're given a palindromic string S. Return the lexicographically smallest palindromic permutation of S. Palindrome. Medium. How are we gonna do this? Here's what I'm thinking. First, I want to check when I saw this. A year ago. Alright. What I'm thinking is maybe we have to count the frequency of each character and then place them, all the A's first, B's, C's, like that. All the evens first, and then once there's no more evens, the one odd character, if there's any, and then the rest of the evens reversed. Let me see. Let me just see if that idea will work. So they give us DACCAD. So all of the characters are A is 2, C is 2, D is 2. So if we went through alphabetically and we just started placing A, C, and D, then those are all the even characters, and then we just flip it at the end. So we divide by 2 and we place those characters, and then we flip. So A, C, D, D, C, A. So I think it will work for example 3. Let me check example 2. Let's see. So we have 2 A's, 3 B's. So we'd put 1 A down, and we'd put 1 B down, and then we'll see that we have our odd character as B, and then we just flip the original like that. I'm not too sure. I feel like that's the answer. I can try and code it up. So first thing is we need a frequency count of each character. How are we gonna do that? I guess it's all lowercase, so something like this might work. And then we just iterate through all the characters, and then we increment the count of that character. And then what? I guess that means we can only have... Let me think about a couple edge cases. Well, what are some potential edge cases? I guess... Elminson, what's happening? Welcome to the party. So A... Oh, maybe if there's like 1A. 3 A's? I don't know yet. Shivsar Wade, what's happened? How you being so consistent even when you have not much views? Hey, I don't do this for the views, that's for sure. But I don't think I'm super consistent. I don't practice that often. 3 times a week is what my goal is. Sometimes I take breaks. But 3 times a week isn't bad. It's just like showing up to your basketball training or going to the gym 3 times a week or going to guitar practice 3 times a week or whatever, you know. Tennis practice, book club. I don't know, whatever people do, man. Rock climbing. Alright. So we have our frequency map. So now I'm going to see how many odds. So I'm iterating through all of the characters. And I'm going to say if the frequency of that letter is odd, then I count how many odds I have. And if I have more than 2 odds, well, I guess I don't really need to check that since it says S is guaranteed to be palindromic. So maybe this check is not necessary. Instead, what I will do is I will say this is the odd character. And I'll make it blank initially. So if any of these frequencies has an odd count, instead of counting how many odds, I'm going to just set this to the odd character. And the odd character has to be in the middle of the palindrome. I can guarantee 99.99% aren't that consistent either. You're doing really great. Thank you very much. I actually find this quite enjoyable sometimes. I think solving the problems are fun sometimes. Talking with chat about all the different ways and all types of nonsense is also fun. So I have a good time when I stream, man. I think I really do. And then if I don't have a good time, I don't really stream. So that's why I go on breaks every now and then to kind of just reset. Alright, here we go, man. So this is the odd character. So it would be I plus A. And this is just using ASCII math. Been busy building stuff. Al Minson. Are you talking like side projects or building stuff like at work? And if there are side projects, have you launched anything? Or is anything live for people to see? Or have you just been busy building in your basement and not showing the world yet? Alright, here we go. So frequency I divided by 2 is how many times that character is going to repeat. Yeah. So now I'll put another for loop, I guess. Or is a for loop the right thing? Crow and lazy schemer or shemer. Shemer. What's happening? Do you do the contest? I'm about to do the virtual contest after I do this daily problem, and then we'll see. I don't do the contests anymore, man. I don't find them too fun for me because 1, I suck, and 2, too much LLM usage out there. Have you interviewed anywhere? Are they still doing LeetCode style stuff? I have not interviewed anywhere in a really long time, but I try to find out what interviews are like, and from what I'm hearing, there are 100% LeetCode rounds out there, depending on the company. If you go to like big tech companies, for sure you're gonna run into a few LeetCode rounds, maybe 1, maybe 2 rounds, but there's also like vibe coding or AI rounds, lots of system design rounds, maybe like debugging or something. When I interviewed folks in person, I asked them some LeetCode style questions, but the phone call, it's a waste of time to ask LeetCode style questions. I had few people straight up read from ChatGPT. Yeah, I've heard some companies are also requiring in-person interviews, like they're bringing back the whiteboard interviews. So, like, to just make sure you know your stuff. Yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of that come back. Maybe not the whole loop is in person, but maybe the very final, just a check. What you work on as position? I don't have a job right now. Right now I'm just trying to build some things that I've always wanted to build. Or is that good English? I don't know. But I will probably soon be releasing whatever I'm working on to open it up early, just to see how it, get feedback, see if it's, find some bugs, all that stuff. 2-3 rounds, but at least one round is in person. Yeah, this is something I've been seeing a lot more, because for sure in online assessments, like HackerRank or whatever stuff, I think so many people are just using AI. And even during the live interviews, man, like remote interviews, so many people are using AI, just like in LeetCode contests, I suppose. So I don't know what the future holds. I think right now it's trending towards either just letting candidates completely use AI and you see how they use AI, or like bringing in person back. Want to see my side? My sides? What side? Oh yeah, I want to see them, man. All look alike, the same, but totally different projects. Wait, what are you working on first? You gotta tell us. All right, let me see. What was I trying to do here, man? I was trying to do some caveman stuff. Wait, is this last LeetCode contest like super hard? Alright, so here we go. How do I do this? Push back the odd character. No. Let me make a new ants. And then I'll reverse. And then push back ants. Let's see, man. I don't really know. Brent Aretta, what's poppin', man? Insta demo, isotherm. What are those things, man? Hold up. I guess you can't push back. How do you? How do you do that? Can I just say plus equal? I forget C++. A. How the hell did I get so many things, man? This is crazy talk. Hold up. So we're supposed to get A2. That's not supposed to be J. It's supposed to be I. But still, we got, what the heck is this space, man? I see. Alright, hold up. L. Minson. Man, how many apps you making? I can't be clicking on all them things, man. Come on, now. Which one of them am I gonna be looking at? If you are a new grad starting your career today, what would you do? What would you focus on first? Huh. If I was a new grad today, man, I don't know. A new grad as in I just got my degree? I'd hope that I got an internship, that's for sure. Maybe I'd try and get a job. If I couldn't get a job and I was really struggling, tried everything. I tried shifting up my resume, tried doing whatever I can get a job. Maybe I would consider going for my master's at like a target school, like a big name school, not just any Mickey Mouse state school or something, you know, something that will bring value to my resume. Or I'd like go live with my parents and go find a job, or if my parents want to support me, maybe I'd start like contributing to open source, or maybe I'd start hustling. One of those three things I'd do, man, and I'm not sure. Hustling as in trying to build something to make money, or trying to get work, like contract work or something like that, or freelance work, especially with AI and whatnot. Lead whale, wagwan. Open source and side projects. Yeah. Alright, Elminson, I'm gonna choose one of these. Sir Lord Good, what's this? Hustling sounded crazy? What do you mean that sounded crazy, man? Alright, let me submit this. Oh yeah, look at that. A seed. Hustling, I guess, is what I actually did when I was a new grad back in 2010. I couldn't find a job. I didn't want to go back to school because I hated school. I tried everything, shifting up my resume, trying different strategies of applying. Nobody wanted to hire me. And what did I do? I learned how to program, and I hustled with programming. And maybe, I don't know, in today's world, I think I'm not sure, man, what I do. I guess AI is bringing out a lot of opportunities that are not yet realized, or, you know, it's like disruptive, so there's going to be so many areas that you can try to find work, or find some way you can provide value and then get money somehow, man. I don't know. Now do part 2 of that question. Whoa, there's a part 2? What you talking about, man? Where's the part 2 at? Oh, you mean like I will peek at it, but usually part 2s are insane. 15%? Yeah, right, man. I ain't trying this shit. Yeah, right. Alright, what's the difference? Hold up. Alright, let's see. The constraints are actually smaller. Alright, let me read it. You're given a palindromic string S and an integer K. Return the kth lexicographically smallest palindromic permutation of S. If there are fewer than K distinct palindromic permutations, return an empty string. Yeah, I'm not doing that one, man. But I can tell you what I'm about to do, man. I'm about to do that virtual contest from the weekend, 512. Yeah. I ain't trying to do that problem. Alright, here we go. Am I ready for this? Roxanne, welcome to the party. Alright, virtual contest coming up. Here we go. About to begin it right now. Largest integer with given digit sum. You're given two non-negative integers, n and s. Return the largest integer that has at most n digits, whose sum of digits is s. What? The sum of the digits is s, and it has n digits. Man, what kind of crazy question is this for a Q1? Let me think. 2 digits. So, oh yeah, I see. I guess we just hit 9s and then 0s or something. So, here we go. Hold on. I see your messages on YouTube, man, but let me try and hit this Q1 quick before I look at chat again. So what I'm saying is I want the current value to be the minimum of S or 9. And then I do that, and then wait, so if it's 9, will this work, man? Let's see. Zero? What are they talking about, man? Alright, 90. Oh. -1. Okay. Hold on. So -1 and 0. Should I send this? I'm gonna send it. Alright, easy work. Alright, I'm a new grad, technically. I found a job after almost a year, but they scrapped their business, so now I'm unemployed again. I'm also doing my master's, and I'm in my last year. It's been freaking me out. For the last 4 months, I've been working on a project that I'm trying to get into production. Yeah, I'm pretty tired of the daily rejections. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not in a similar situation. But you can't give up. I know that's for sure. I think it is tiring getting rejected all the time. When I was graduating college, I couldn't find a job, man. So I know the feeling like that. But I got lucky because I found another career than the one that I studied that I enjoyed. And that career is like software engineering, because I studied mechanical engineering. But you gotta keep on keeping on, man. I'd say if you're not getting any interviews, like you're sending your resume out and you're applying and you're not getting anything, I'd say you gotta work on your resume. Maybe you can get creative in trying to like make your resume more enticing and stuff. But if you are getting interviews but you're not passing the interviews, then every interview you do, you gotta figure out which questions they asked you that you weren't ready for, and you gotta get ready for those questions, man. So you can't like slip up on a question more than once. So like the more interviews you get, the more you interview, the better you get at interviewing also. But if I don't know, like if you've already tried modifying your resume and you're still not getting any hits and you just can't get anything, that's tough, man. And just keep on keeping on and keep yourself busy. Maybe consider a part-time job just to pay some bills, but don't let your skills deteriorate. Try to like keep them up by either doing LeetCode or daily projects or whatever, like working on a long-term project almost every day. Work on a project long enough and take it seriously enough where if somebody asks you what's the most difficult technical decision you had to make for their project, you can answer that question without looking like you don't know what you're talking about. I think that's a problem with people's personal projects sometimes, is they just follow tutorials and they don't actually have to make any decisions or they take any ownership of their projects. But if you actually have a project where you have to do all these things and like decide something technical about the stack or make some trade-off about, oh, like, yeah, we decided to do this instead of that because this and that, and I'd prefer that over this. I think that will get you in a better position than just like doing random projects that don't really mean anything. But anyways, should we try Q2 or what? Giving up is not an option. What are these? Job places to look for jobs. And of course, I'm not sure what market you're located in. I think it's probably a bit different depending on where you live. Like if you lived in some other part of the world that's not the US or Canada, I don't think any advice I give you is gonna be very accurate. Steven Sagiball, what's happened? I'm down so much money. Hey, money comes, money goes, man. Sometimes you're gonna have bad days, sometimes you're gonna be down a lot. Some days you're gonna be up a lot, man. Sometimes you catch a lucky hit, sometimes you catch some bad luck, and that's how it goes. But why? What do you mean you're down? Like down because of stocks? Down because of unexpected expenses? Down because you got scammed? I guess it kind of matters. Anyways, let me read this question real quick. Wait, what? As soon as I got risky stuff. Wait, it tanked. That's how it happens, man. I think it's how can you say? I guess that's why people like try to dollar cost average and like put a little bit of money in. Like if you wanted to put 100,000 into the market that you didn't have in there before, or you want to like rebalance, maybe it's best to do it in like small chunks over the course of some time, rather than to just like buy 100K of something right now, because I guess it could swing either way. But if you like spread it out over time, maybe you like protect yourself against crazy swings, Down like 8K on top of that. What time intervals? Hey, I'm no stock person, man. I'm not like a financial advice person. But what time interval? I don't know. I suppose a few months or something over the course of like 3-6 months, a year, up to a year, I'd say. But I don't know, a year's too long for me, man. I don't have that much patience. Anyways, say maybe like over the next 3 months or 2 months. It's probably somewhat safer than all at once. Anyways, aggregate 2 time series. You're given two 2D integer arrays, series 1 and series 2. Each element in both series is of the form timestamp value, where timestamp is an integer representing the time. Value is an integer representing the value at that timestamp. Each array is sorted in strictly increasing order of timestamp. For any timestamp not present in a series, its value is taken from the next available timestamp in the series if one exists. Otherwise, its value is considered 0. The aggregated series is formed by summing the corresponding values from both series at every timestamp that appears in either series. Return the aggregated series as a 2D integer array of timestamp summed value pairs sorted in strictly increasing order of timestamp. I don't know. I have to read that question again. In India. Yeah, I hear India is tough. I don't really know what to tell you about India, man. Hardest part isn't giving interview. Those are easy. I helped Senior to get his dream company too, but not getting interviews and taking motivation to work on my major project too. Man, if you're not getting interviews, your resume is not appealing to recruiters, or your resume is not being picked up by the automated systems or something. Maybe you should try to redo your resume from scratch, or add some things, reword some things, focus on different strengths in your resume, or talk about different things in your projects or something, man. I think that means you gotta work on your resume if you're not getting any interviews. And you said you're still in school, so perhaps you also qualify to be an intern somewhere. Maybe you should look into that as well, because I think right now one of the best pipelines to get a full-time position after you graduate is probably through a return offer from your internship. Indian food is good. Hey man, Indian food is real good. I like all the things that I've tried. Most of the things I tried. I don't even know what they are, but I like them. All right. What am I trying to do with this problem? So, timestamp, series 1, series 2. Wait, this is timestamp and the value? So I'm just like, alright, let me look at constraints. So there's 10 to the 5th. Am I just doing like upper bounds? Binary searching? Perhaps. Perhaps I am. I don't know. Let's see. So they want me to return a 2D vector with all the things in there. So I need to gather up I guess I need to gather up all the timestamps in both maps and then do like a binary search on each map or something. That's what I'm gonna try. So all times maybe. I guess I'll iterate through series 1 and 2 at a time like that. I'm searching for a community group that I can join where people are serious about CS, and so I can compete. Any suggestions? Hey, I think this group is pretty serious, but I don't really meet every day or anything. I stream 3 times a week at around this time on Mondays. Well, I don't know what time in India, but in the US it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Code Forces, yeah, Code Forces people are real serious about CS, man. And I think, I'm not even lying, man, I think in India you probably do need to go to Code Forces, man. Because India here is super cracked at the level that you need to be at, man, to get an offer. Alright, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to man, what am I trying to do? Can you, alright, I'm thinking, can I do an upper bound on something like that? Or do I have to like create my own binary search function? I'm thinking if I can just use a built-in, or if I have to like translate these things into split them up, or find the upper bounds to find the index I and then pull that I from the value. I might have to split them up, man. Either split them up or create my own custom function. I think it's easier for me to split them into 2 vectors. I don't know if that's necessary though. I'm gonna call this timestamps. Timestamp 1 and 2 for series 2, and then we'll also have like values, and they're already sorted, so I don't know if this is gonna be too slow because it's like creating a whole bunch of extra junk that's not necessary. And then I gotta like remember all the times. Or maybe this could be like a set actually. Or yeah, so it's ordered, a set of all the times, and then I'll push back timestamps 1, and I'll push back values 1. And I guess I'll do this for, wait, this one is insert now because it's a set. I'll do this for series 2. Maybe it should be a function actually, but we don't have time for that. Alright, and now I'll iterate through all the times that I've seen, and I'm gonna say what am I saying, man? I'm trying to find the upper bound for something. So the upper bound on timestamps 1 Well, maybe it does need to be an iterator. Maybe this can be like just I. Does it? No, I'll make it an iterator because I don't know about like what the value would be if it's not found. Alright, so we have our two iterators. What I'm trying to say with these iterators is, I don't know, man. So if it's not equal to the n, that means we found a value. And that value is going to be, I'll get the I. So it's like timestamps 1 and minus iterator 1. And what's that value? It's going to be values 1 I, perhaps. And I guess same thing with iterator 2. And then push back that. I think this is what it's asking. It doesn't sound like a crazy problem. Oh geez, I forgot to put my target here, and the target is time for the upper bound search. Upper bound is just binary search. Value 2i. Hold on. So why would this be tripping like that? Like, I'm trying to eyeball it because I need to get good at, I don't need to get good, but I'd like to be better at finding my bugs without printing couts. So I accumulate all my times, series 1, series 2s. That's a set of times, so it should be like that. And then I'm looking for a certain time, but there could be a problem where maybe it's looking for man, but if it's looking for any of these, it should be in there. Series 1. Well, I guess if it's looking for 5 in series 1, it'll be tripping, but everything else should be there, right? Like values 2i. And it's going out of bounds. Alright, I'm just gonna put some couts. El Minson, thank you very much for the kind words, man. Let's see what's happening here. So the time at 1, so I'm doing an upper bound. What the heck? On 1, timestamps 2. Where's my bug? Where's my bug? I guess what we can do is print all timestamps 2. So it should be, alright, it's looking for 1. In series 2 it should have 2 and 5. So it should return this 2. Oh, I see what's happening, man. No, I don't know what's happening. Timestamps 2. Oh, am I returning? Oh, you think it's just a -1? I don't know, that I... It should... Alright, these series should be 2 and 5. And if you did an upper bound on that, it should find this 2 here, which is index 0. But this index is saying... This is wrong, man. Come on. Is it wrong? I'm just rusty. I think that's the main problem, man. Anyways, I don't think it's right. I think that was the bug, but I think we got some other problems now. Alright. So we should have 1.5, but I have 1.3. Alright. What the heck is going on, man? And will this... Is this sum okay? That should be alright. Let's see example 2. So at time 1, it's 5. It's a mystery bug? No, this can't be a mystery bug. We're gonna find out what the bug is. Like, why is this 3? Am I adding the wrong things or something? Values I seems alright. Times 1, 2. All the times. This is an upper bound on that particular time. If it's there, then we take the index and we add. Yeah, I don't see where my bug is, man. I'm gonna have to investigate a little bit deeper. Let me check. At least we have 1, 2, and 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, but our summing is incorrect. I'm gonna put some couts. Debug this. Alright, so at this time we have val1 plus val2. So at time, alright, for this one, at time 1 it's saying my val1 is 1. And my val2 is 2. That's... More couts, man. We need it. Vals 1. Oh, you know... I know why. No, I don't know why. Alright, my val 1 is 5 and 1. Val 2 is only 2. That looks alright. Maybe these eyes are wrong. If I took this contest live, I would have gotten smoked, man. Wait, pushback 0? V0? What do you mean? That's the times. Times are zeros. Do I have it wrong? Where is my bug? Where is my bug? Alright, let's see again, man. Because I am tripping out here. What is this? Oh, negative. Okay. 1, 0. How's that 1? Is it because... Should it be a lower bound, man? Is it because I forget what the hell a lower bound and upper bound is? That it could probably be because I'm so rusty I don't even remember what lower upper bound means, man. Jesus Christ. If it is, look at that. I think it might be 1523. Jesus Christ. Yeah, lower is Grayson equal, upper is Grayson. That's what I thought. But maybe I just tripped myself up, you know. Castle Bear, what's happening? What's happening? Alright. Now, if I submit, am I gonna get some other error like long or some junk? I don't think so. Series 1 up to 1 billion. So I'm just gonna submit, man. What a silly problem to have for that question. I think I wasted at least 10 minutes trying to debug what the hell using using the wrong upper lower bound thing, man. Anyways, lost a lot of time there. Q3. Count valid sequences. You're given 2 positive integers n and k. A valid sequence is a sequence of k positive integers such that the sum of all integers in the sequence is equal to n. The product of all integers in the sequence is even. Return the number of valid sequences. Since the answer may be very large, return it mod big prime. 2 sequences are considered different if they differ at any index. For example, 112 and 121 are considered different sequences. What the heck? Alright, example 1. N is 5, k is 3. Sum of all integers needs to equal to n. Product of all integers is even. I'm gonna have to think about what that means. What is k? Oh, k integers. Alright. So the product of all integers in the sequence needs to be even, and the sum is equal to n. So the sum being equal to n, I'm trying to think what techniques are we using here, man. But 5, n is 5. Oh, this is the sum though. But k is equal to the n, man. That's like, that's a lot of dang numbers, man. 500,000. Am I just DP, like, for every number I decide to take it or leave it? No, I don't know what to do here. And it could potentially be 0. So in this case, n is 5 and I want 5 numbers. The only possible thing is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, which has an odd product. Alright, let me try and think of some things. Alright, anytime I see this thing return some answer mod something, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be some DP problem, but sometimes it is, where wherever you get to the end of the DP, you like return 1 and you add them up. But sometimes it doesn't mean it's DP, man. So I don't think, so I'm trying to think of like, can I solve this like recursively with the right states? But I don't think so, man. I think these constraints, the numbers are too big to do something like iterate over n and k. I don't know how to check this. The product of all the integers in this sequence is even. I don't know how to do that one. I guess I can tell if something that I'm about to multiply is gonna be even or not. Oh, Brett, what's happening? What topic should you use to solve this one? Yeah, I'm thinking about that, Brett. What topic? If Brett's asking, it probably means math. Not always, man. Not always. But combinatorics. No wonder my brain isn't picking up on anything, because it's one of my weakest topics, man. Yeah. Combinatronics. So how, I don't even know what that means. Like, how do you apply that? The only combinatorics thing I know is like n choose k, or whatever the terminology. I don't even know the terminology, but anytime I see it, I know, okay, that's what they teach in combinatorics. Something like n choose p, or whatever they say. Also consider reading Q4. Yeah. Combinatorics. So I guess this is n. Is this like a n choose k? We have n numbers. And we have K things we can choose from. Oh, the technique is called stars and bars. Hey, I've done some stars and bars before. Alright. I know what stars and bars is. Kinda. It's like you take the bars, you divide the stars with the bars, and then like you multiply out all the stars. Or something, right? Stars and bars. Yes. But the other issue though is you need to do combinatorics mod P. Mod P. I'm guessing the mod P is to figure out whether or not the thing is even at the end. Oh, this P, yeah. Mod P, sorry. Because I have mod P, what? I guess we can figure out this some other way. I was saying like maybe if we take the mod 2 or something, we can figure out 1, 0, even, odd. But stars and bars. This is math, yeah. This is a math topic. It's the topic where I start to panic because it's something I don't know well. Alright, what do you say? Should I read Q3 and decide which one to do? Wait, so one way is to know how to compute inverses mod P. It's a bit much. Nah, I don't want to dig deep today, Brett. I don't think I've dug deep for a long time with algorithms. I just kind of do what I know, and that's a comfortable level for me, but it's been a long time since I dug deep. Alright. Yeah, Q4. But man, look how many people solved it though. 6,000 or 5,600 people, man. Close to 0% chance it's on an interview. Yeah. Wait, why would you say that? Maybe unless it's like some combinatorics firm or something. Digging seems like the only way to learn. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes. Mostly the clankers. Clankers are out there. Number of solves doesn't mean anything anymore. Yeah, Elite Whale. Feels real bad. The mod P part seems a bit much. I see. Alright. If everybody says skip it, I'm not gonna argue. Shandu, what's happened? Yeah, I'd say because of AI for sure. Hey, so does that mean zero track is not accurate anymore? Like maybe zero tracks from the last year or so of problem ratings don't really mean much, or at least their ratings are deflated because of bad signals. Alright, this one's a long to read, man. Can I solve this one? I don't even know, but I'll read it. You're given two integers, m and n, representing the number of rows and columns of a grid. Your goal is to reach cell m-1, n-1. You are also given a 2D integer array penalty. The cost to enter cell ij is i+1 times j+1. You begin at cell 00 and initially pay its entrance cost. Actions performed after entering 00 are numbered starting from 1. On each action, you may move to an adjacent cell or wait in the current cell. A move follows the parity rule. On an odd numbered action, you move right or down. On an even numbered action, you move left or up. The cost of an action is determined as follows. If you move according to the parity rule, pay only the entrance cost of the destination cell. If you move in a direction that violates the parity rule, pay the entrance cost of the destination cell plus penalty ij, where ij is the cell you move from. If you wait in the cell ij, pay penalty ij. After every move or wait, the action number is increases by 1. Therefore, the required parity alternates after every action, regardless of whether a penalty was paid. Return the minimum total cost required to reach m-1 n-1. JGJ, what's happening? Welcome. Alright, this problem sounds within grasp, actually. Perhaps. Still, maybe a little bit much, but I'm gonna try it anyways. So we start at cell 00 and we just have to get to the bottom right cell. So we odd numbered actions, we can only move right or down. Even numbered actions, left or up, but we can move any way we want if we pay the penalty. So you pay the entrance cost of the destination cell plus the penalty. But if you move, then you don't pay the penalty. Like, move according to this thing. Alright. So I'm just gonna try and top down this, man. I guess I don't really know what I'm doing yet, but maybe just writing out the function will help me gather my thoughts on like what state we need. So for sure I'll need like a row and a column, I think. And then what else? Let me look at the constraints. So m by n, 10 to the 5th cells, and the penalty is 10 to the 5th. Steven, codes, stuff. What's happening, man? How you doing? Long time. Hope everything is going well, man. Are you here for some LeetCode or what? When was the last time we did some LeetCode, Steven? Alright. For those of you who don't know who Steven Code Stuff is, Steven Code Stuff used to stream LeetCode. Oh man, it's been a while since he streamed now, but he used to be one of the main streamers of LeetCode back in like 2022, 2023, 2024, around that time. He's done a lot of LeetCode problems. Pogbones is gone? Pogbone? What? He's rich now? What does that mean? Maybe he's always been rich. Q4 is maybe easier than Q3? Dang. Yeah, Q4 actually sounds like I have a chance to solve it. You know, like I have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but Q3 I had like zero idea of what to do, man. Pogbones was a Twitch emote. Man, I'm a little bit embarrassed. Like, I've been streaming on Twitch for a long time, but I don't really know that much about Twitch culture, you know? Like, what the emotes and stuff, or... I guess I don't really watch too much Twitch. I only watch LeetCode streamers, man. Okay. Minimum cost. So... I guess if we go out of bounds, I will just return a big number. I don't know why LeetCode Q4 difficulty varies so much since AI became a thing. Yeah. Everything is crazy since AI became a thing, man. Who's rich? Yeah, who's rich? I don't know. Pogbones was the marquee emote of the famous No Condom Chris is still around, man. I haven't seen No Condom Chris in a long time. Many months. But yesterday was the first time I saw him lurking around Twitch. And I was so happy to see his name out there because man, I swear, for the whole time I didn't see No Condom Chris. Every few days I'd wonder, like, man, I hope everything's alright with No Condom Chris. I hope he's just like taking a break from Twitch or something. Cause he's been around for me since like day one for streaming, you know. Anyways, back to this problem. Javier D, what's happened? He's busy taking care of his many children. Hey, maybe. But yeah, yesterday he was in Pat's stream, Pat's Hello World, and in Real Raymond Jones stream, I think. Alright. Yeah, No Condom Chris is super OG, man. He's been coaching LeetCode streamers since before I streamed on Twitch. Streamed LeetCode on Twitch. Back to LeetCoding. Who you talking about? Me, Javier D? I've never left LeetCoding, man. But yeah, I'm back to it. I guess I take breaks. Alright, so these are my out of bounds cases. I guess we also need a move like parity, or maybe we can just have that as a boolean is even or is odd, I guess would be better at parity wise, because 1 is odd and true is odd. What else might we need? Is Raymond still running that course thing? I'm not sure. I think he's probably doing all that stuff still. Alright, so I will put my directions up here real quick. So up, -1, 0. Left, right, and down. So let's say odd numbered actions, we can move right or down. So 0, 1. I think that's what it's saying. Even numbers, left and up. Maybe 1E9 is not big enough. Oh, snap. Thanks. I didn't even notice because it's long, and yeah. Maybe we gotta return something bigger. But I'll try and figure out what number to return there in a bit. But I think I would have missed that and I would have gotten a wrong submission. I'm hella burnt out from work. Dang. I think if I leave my current job, I'm gonna be a cop or something. No lie. Dang. That's a big career change. So you're actually thinking, well, I don't know if you're actually thinking about like switching careers or leaving your job, but are you thinking about taking a break at least or something? And why are you burnt out? Are you burnt out because the workload is crazy, too much on call, tired of dealing with the pace, tired of your coworkers, too much drama, not fulfilling enough? What else could you be burnt out by? Like toxic manager or something? Hey, Bob Moraine, what's poppin'? In a job interview, you also have to solve those puzzles. Wait, these puzzles? Yeah. For some jobs, not all jobs. Sham Sundar Gupta. What's poppin'? Good morning. I'm gonna wait for some vest. Hey, some vest is good. Maybe even wait for some severance. I knew when I was feeling like to leave, I made it clear. Like when I knew I wanted to leave, I made it clear to all of my managers and skip managers and directors that I'm trying to leave. And if there's a layoff coming up, put my name on the list. I made sure everybody knew that, man. I was like, put my name on there if you know anything. And I guess we had volunteer layoffs shortly after, so they didn't actually have to put my name up because I signed up myself. But man, I think it's good to get a change of scenery every now and then, because I was also feeling burnt out, but not because it's a lot of work. I was actually burnt out by not doing any work, maybe. I have so many projects, dang. That was the opposite of me. I was burnt out by feeling like I wasn't doing anything, man. I dream of being free from work. Hey, you can be free for a little bit. I don't know about forever. Perhaps not. Does your new workplace have steel cut oats though? What you talking about? Whose new workplace? I try and eat steel cut oats every day. In the last week, I think I hit it 6 of 7 days, man. So steel cut oats is good for high cholesterol, they say. 6, 7, yeah. When I was 14, I thought I could become an FBI agent after watching TV, but I live in Switzerland and I feel disabled at age of 34. Maybe you could still be an FBI agent, I don't know, or something similar in Europe. Yeah, when I was younger, I wanted to be all types of crazy things, man. If I live in Cambodia, you can retire? Dang, that means... Let me think. That means Stephen Code stuff is big ballin', man. Hey, I wouldn't go to Cambodia, though. I hear Cambodia is like real bad these days. But if you decided to travel Stephen Code stuff, you could probably travel for a long time. You could probably travel until you got bored and just went back home and got a job again and everything's alright, maybe. You know, like if you chose some low cost of living areas. Alright, let me try and get some work done on this problem. So I'm trying to say my directions and the cells that I'm moving to. So these are all the cells. Should I say penalty? I'll just say fee. So if it's odd, how do I do this easily? So if it's odd and I is less than 2, wait, that put index 3, 4? Man, 2, 3. The fee is penalty new R new C or something. Hold up, we don't even have our new R new C. Continue. So if it's out of bounds, continue. And then we have to figure out what the fee is. So if it's odd and our index is less than 2, there's a fee. Otherwise, if it's not odd and the index is greater than or equal to 2, then we have a fee. I don't know if I want to go back. I don't know if I want to go back to tech. If I leave, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I know what you mean, but I can't be sure. Have you worked at a startup or a smaller company, Steven Code stuff, instead of like big techs? Maybe it's like the same, maybe it's different for you. I'm not sure, like in terms of what you enjoy. Wait, I even look at special agent FBI job. Can't apply. IT special forces? You trying to be a hacker, man? That's what IT special forces are like. Oh wait, there's an option to wait in the cell as well. I'm not sure how to deal with waiting. So you can move, pay the penalties. Wait, we're trying to find the minimum cost. But like, how do I say, like, we don't want to wait forever. So I guess waiting, when we cache, I guess we cache on RC odd, and we can only wait in that cell if we haven't been to that cell on that parity turn. And I don't think it makes sense to wait anymore on the same parity if you've already like been to that cell already. So I think that's how we handle the wait. But anyways, this should be probably long, man. So we're DP, new R, new C, and is odd. Is that all? There are some other things for sure. They want the minimum. So and then I can say waiting. How do you say waiting? I guess waiting would just be repeating RC, and then is odd would just be flipped. And then of course we have to cache everything. I think there's some wording that I have to pay attention to, like exactly how the scoring works. Let's try and figure that out properly now. So we can move up, down, left, right. I think we got this part covered. If you move according, you only pay the cost, the entrance cost of the destination cell. Alright, that's something I don't have. What the heck is the entrance cost? For the destination cell. Oh, the cost to enter cell IJ is new R plus 1 times new C plus 1. Okay. I'm gonna say total cost. Alright, so the total cost is gonna be equal to the fee plus new R plus 1 times new C plus 1. Right? And then is that how we do that? And then I guess if we get to the ending cell, we should return 0 because we're done. And then we still have to cache things, but maybe we're not complete yet. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to run it to see what we get. So I return DP, start from 0, 0, and our first thing would be is odd is, what's the first move called? Starting from 1. So the first move is 1. So is odd would be false initially, the first time we call it. Rose. I'm gonna say that. Durs. Alright, what else? Semicolon. Let's see what else. What? Is there any parentheses or something? Or is this? I need an and. And is what's problem. Man, so many problems here. Long. What's best? Come on. Alright. Any other bugs here, man? Yes. I guess this is just going in circles because I don't have anything to stop it. Like, I don't have a scene, so classic Dennis signal, yeah. So I'm gonna need to figure out I'm gonna need to figure out how we can do that. Icy Black Deep, what's happening? Alright, I'm not sure what to do. Should I make my cache? I feel like this is always gonna trigger and it's gonna like be in an infinite loop. But if the cache was there, we could check whether or not to do that. So I will go ahead and just create the cache now and see if we can use that. Hey, Brent Arata, thank you very much for the hydrates. Alright, here we go, man. I wish I remembered how to do this part easier, man. Instead of writing this out. BetSimp showed me a couple times and I keep forgetting. Calls. And then this one is... did I do it the wrong way? I did it the wrong way. Like, I should have had the bigger ones on the inside, I think, and the smaller ones, but I'll just leave it like that for now. Alright. I think I'm going to run into the same problem though. Like, this wait will always trigger. You know? I would take some time to think about if the cache will really save you. Yeah. Like, even if I had the cache doesn't get set until the end. And then this, like, the choice to wait is just going to keep going in that loop, man. And I guess the wait is wrong because we still got to pay the fee as well. So that's another bug. But I gotta figure out, how do we wait? Like, how do we stop waiting? I guess, you know what we can do? I don't want to add something. I can add, like, another boolean. Like, is waiting or waited? But I don't want to add more cache things, man. That's too many. There must be a nicer way. I guess I'm thinking if we can have like our step count in there, would that help? Because no, I don't think so. Because the step count will tell us our parity. I think maybe having this boolean weighted might be the best way for me right now. Silo pilot, what's happening? Isn't waiting just kind of sorts? I'm not sure what you mean by sorting. Alright, let me try that. Let me think, actually. Do I need to add another dimension to my cache with weighted? I don't think we do. Because I don't think that affects anything. Because the isOdd will actually affect stuff. And the weighted can just be for this part. Like, if not weighted, then we can wait more. And then I haven't even really put the cache in yet. Let's see. I didn't want to put the cache in until we got a correct answer, but I already put it in now. And then this DP needs, did we wait? False. Did we wait here? It's true. Yes. Deadly signal. What are they talking about, man? Oh no. Are you sure that the weighted boolean will prevent an infinite loop, or prevents an infinite loop from happening where you step right, then left, then right, and so on? I see what you're saying, Leet Whale. I guess we could still loop in that case. So do we need a scene, man? A scene along with a cache? Because a scene will help, but then how do you like pass that state around this DP thing? So maybe it's jeez. Usually I like to think of the cache as my scene, but in this case it's a little bit different, man. So it's like, I think how do we wait? And how do we stop something from coming back in here and waiting again? 10 to the 5th. M times n, 10 to the 5th cells. So maybe, alright. The parity of the move, that's good. And how can we know? Maybe this is not like DP or something. Maybe I should think of something else. Or Leet Whale, should I think of how to handle this weight, or are you saying it's like something not DP? Maybe you gotta carry that weight? What are you talking about, man? Maybe it's like some other problem in disguise, man. It's like a Dijkstra's in disguise. I suppose you can say it's a single source, shortest path. We know our destination cell. There is an adjacency list, and each edge is weighted. So maybe it's a Dijkstra's, man. I think D people don't like the D part. What? I guess, you know, Dijkstra's is like a DP. It's a very specific kind of DP. Alright, let me start over. Let me start over, man. Oh. It's just, I guess everything else feels like a DP. Like regular, just move around the grid DP, except that weight part makes it a little crazy. Alright, so with my Dijkstra's, we can calculate the weights of each edge, and then we can just run it. But I don't know if I can implement that in 10 minutes, but who cares about what that timer says. Let me see what I can do. Hey, from YouTube, Sun Rapu, what's happening? Hi, I'm starting my CS journey this August. Can you guide me, maybe? I can try. What do you mean you're starting your CS journey? Does that mean you're going to university in August to start studying? If it is, it sounds like you already got a guide, man. I think if I were to give somebody starting their studies now, I'd say do everything you can to try to get an internship as soon as possible, because it seems that is the best way to get paid once you graduate. Alright, Dijkstra's. What does Dijkstra's need? We need a distances to a certain cell. So I'll use a 2D. This should be long. We need a priority queue. The one with the smallest things at the top. What else might we need? I'm not sure what else we need, but I'm gonna say we're gonna set the distance to this. Let's see, so we begin and initially pays entrance cost. So the entrance cost is 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. So the distances at the entrance is 1. And then in our priority queue, we'll push the weights, which is 1. And it's a priority queue thing like that, man. Should I use this? It's a pair int. And the priority queue is gonna be that. I just feel so shameful when I do that, man. So we're pushing in the weights, which is 1, and then we're pushing in the RC, which is 0, 0 in our priority queue. Set the distance. So while there's something in our priority queue, wait, how do you do priority queues again? Or Dijkstra's? Do I need to do this? I don't think I do. Alright, so the weights, and then hey, can I do a double thing like this? Is that like valid syntax? Or wait, priority queue type. Yeah, that's what I got. Isn't that what I got? But can I do my thing like this, or do I have to do like I'm not sure, you know. If I'll do it like this. So we're gonna say, if first thing, if our distance is there is less than our weight, then this path is already bad and we should continue. Perhaps. I'm not actually sure. Now, well, we gotta iterate over our directions. But we also need... Dang, we also need our steps, right? Dang, man. Should I use a tuple for this party queue thing? Because... either that, or nah, I'm gonna try and do it without that. I'm gonna try and just... No, I think I need the steps. So I'm going to not use pair int int. I will use a tuple int. I don't ever remember this syntax, man. So in our party queue, I'll use this, and then it's the step. So we start at step 0, right? And this is our coordinates, and our weights is at the top, because the weight being in the front is important, because that's how the party queue will sort by. So then this now will be step, and long, yeah. I'd have gotten crazy integer overflows. I guess this could be a boolean, man. You know, is odd. And those are the RCs. Alright. Jesus. This problem is too much for me. I think I can do it now that I see the Dijkstra's, but like, I think I spent too much brain juice arriving here, and now I'm feeling tired. But let's continue with the Dijkstra's. So if our distances is whack, if our weights is whack, we continue. And then now let's go through the directions. I don't know what to call this, J. I'm gonna use J. So in my directions, what I say, if I is less than 2, wait, if it's odd, we have to pay a penalty. Dir J0 plus R, dir J1 plus C. You check out of bounds. messed up. New columns greater than calls continue because out of bounds. So the penalty is new R, new C. Dang, time's up. But it's all good. We're still gonna keep on keeping on. Alright, so this is our penalty, and the entrance fee, or the entrance cost, is new R plus 1 times new C plus 1. Does that need to be long? I don't know. I'll just do it just in case, man. Alright, so we have an entrance cost, we have our penalty, and our new weights would just be equal to our current weights plus all that stuff. And then for Dijkstra's, we're saying like if this new weight is less than the new weights that we have, or the weight that we have recorded for that cell, then we should add this to our priority queue. And the steps would be, or the boolean there is you're flipping, and then this is our new R, new C. And then I guess we update the distances there to the new weights. And now, do we have to return -1 or anything if it's not possible? Not sure. OG Link 1986, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, so now I guess we just return the distances at that. But there must be some bugs in my code. I don't think I can implement all that. Oh, we forgot to wait. So this for loop is going through all the directions, but maybe we should also see if we can wait. How do you see? Now I'm thinking, do I need another dimension in my distances? Do I need a dimension for my parity at that distance? I'm not sure. But it feels like I should. Because if I didn't have that, then if we waited at the same cell, it will never wait, because waiting is going to cost the penalty of that cell plus the current weight that it's at. So I think we do need to add another dimension here to our distances. Let me just do that real quick. This problem is too much, man. Did I add it right? So the distance is there. And then everything else should be long, long max. All right, so now when I'm doing this distances check, I'm checking that. All right, I think hopefully we're close now, man. Let me just run it to see what's gonna happen. Uh-oh. Something to do with this long ass stuff. 1, 2, 3 row. Nope. Vector, vector, long, long. Call. All right, let's try that. Come on, man. Oh wait, I didn't even do the wait thing. So if we were to wait, it's gonna be wait. Man, we got wait. The weight of waiting would be the wait plus the penalty. And then we check the distances. Oh, this should be long. Jesus, I keep having that bug where I don't use long longs. So if our wait is less than our distances at that cell flipped parity, then we should probably try to wait. So I put the wait there. We flip the parity on that boolean, and then the RC stays the same. All right, now I think I covered most of the things, hopefully. Let's see. Oh lordy, what the hell are they talking about, man? I guess we can just put not odd. Let's see. Lanus, what's happening? Hello, I'm studying Python for private academy in Spain. What is your opinion? Does it have a future, or would it be better to learn other languages? I think Python is fine. I think any language is fine, man. I think whatever you study in school does not necessarily mean that that's what you're going to work in the future, or what you study in school is the last language that you will learn. I think most people learn many different languages over their career. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think Python is fine. There's tons of opportunities in Python. I think... Oh, hold up. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I think the language that you choose now doesn't really matter too much, unless you really know what area you want to work in. Then maybe you can make a better choice. Like, for example, if you wanted to work on, like, I don't know, motherboards and hardware and stuff, maybe you should go learn, like, C, perhaps. I studied telecommunications, but it's a first language. Oh. Yeah, I think any language is probably okay. Python is definitely okay. Alright, so what am I doing here, man? Why is it saying some nonsense, man? Out of range? Man, why is this problem giving me so much trouble? Alright, I'll just return one of them for now. Because something ain't right. I don't know where I'm going wrong here. Like, this is tripping. Why would it be out of range, man? Why would anything be uncertain what is actually happening here? I feel like I'm so close. I can't get it to work. Like, where's this coming from, you know? Distances. Oops. So they're both longs. But I feel like Alright. Alright, we gotta look deeper, man. One E9. Did I change it? Yeah, I think. No, I'm not doing that DP stuff anymore. I've switched it up to Dijkstra's. But now I don't know what's happening. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna put some C outs real quick to see what the heck is going on. Struggling big time. Man, look at that. It only does one thing. How come it doesn't do anything else? This new weight should be there for sure. I guess this should be long, but still. Hard to find bug right now, man. Like, I'm not even entering my loop here, man. Oh, look at that. Wait. Less than equal to the weights. Anyways. Um, 1110. Alright, I think I'm getting closer, but something else ain't right. It's very easy to console log in C++ comparing to JavaScript, TypeScript. What do you mean? How do you do that? Isn't it just console log in JavaScript or TypeScript? All right, we got some problems with my solution, and I don't know what the problem is, but we gotta figure it out, man. So let me see. Only example 2 is passing, and I'm guessing slightly higher than what the answer should be. So I wonder what the problem is, man. Is it because... Let me see if this penalty stuff is right. If you wait in the cell, pay the penalty only. 10, 13, 12. All right, example 1. Optimal path. I don't know where I'm messing up. So should I look at some solutions? I've spent a little bit of a time on this. All right, so if it's odd, you can move right or down. So if it's odd and we move left or up, we pay the penalty. And if it's not odd, I think it's something minor, probably. Yeah, I'm trying to just think about maybe if I have a bug in either my code or a bug in my logic. I'm not sure which one it is. Maybe I typed something wrong, or I forgot to add something, or so my weight is this. If I wait, the new weight would be the current weight plus the penalty. And then if the weight distance is good. Alright, should I do less than, equal to, or less than? I always don't really know which one to put there. Alright, maybe it's not that, because now it's timing and exceeding. If is odd. What should we do? It's okay? What do you mean it's okay, Steven Sagiball? What's happening? It's okay to give up? If I gave up? Check INJ. Oh. Oh, hey. Liquid Surya, how do you see that, man? How do you see that? That's crazy. You got like insane eagle vision, but it's still wrong. It's still wrong, man. That was for sure not good. But now we still got problems, man. If it's odd and that, we pay a penalty. Or if it's not odd and that, we pay the penalty. Alright, which other bugs can we find? It's the new weight. New C, new R. Yes. This stuff is probably not even necessary, man. Should I just erase it? Hey, El Minson, have a good night, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time. Alright, Steven Sagiball says it's time to give up. M and N, 2 by 2. Alright, how the hell I'm gonna get 9? Wait, can you please explain the logic of the odd check? Which, like, this part? This part is for the penalties. Where, like, depending on your parity of the move, whether it's an odd or even move, you can only move, like, right, down, or left and up. So I'm checking if it's an odd numbered move and we're trying to move left and up, then we pay a penalty. Or if it's a even numbered move and we try and move, so my directions are this. So the even indices means we can move index 0 or index 1, which is left and up. And right would be index 2 and 3, right and down, or odd numbered. So that's what that check is there for. So if j is less than 2, that means the movement is either left or up. And if j is greater than equals 2, that means the movement is right or down. So the penalty, or the cost, is the entrance cost of the destination cell. And then the penalty, if we have to pay one. Oh, the penalty is incorrect. The penalty is IJ, where IJ is a cell that you move from, not the cell that you move to. So that is something that's also wrong. Yes, it should be RC. Alright, so let's try with that, man. So we had 2 bugs there. But now it's wrong. What the heck? Alright, Jesus Christ. What else could it be? They're tripping, man. Where IJ is the cell you move from. So the entrance cost is the destination cell, like the coordinates of the cell. And then the penalty is from the cell you move from. So this looks okay now, but now things are wrong again. Some of them are right, some of them are wrong. And I'm all out of ideas, man. I'm not sure where my code is breaking down now. Why the loop for I is gone? It wasn't necessary. Usually I do that I loop to do like a step in my queues to like exhaust the whole queue so I know like which layer of the onion I'm peeling away. But in this one I don't really care about that. So we don't need that loop anymore. So now I wonder if it's a bug where I don't know. Penalty for wait should be based on RC. Yeah, it is. At least what I coded. So the wait is the current wait plus the penalty for RC. Less than 0 or this out of bounds. Man, I can't figure out my bug. I cannot figure it out. Like, this is way bigger, man. Kevin Horge, what's happened? Line 37. New C. That looks about right. Should I give up, man? I think I've spent so much time trying to solve this. At least an hour and change. And I feel it should be right. But clearly I overlooked something or have a like typo or bug or silly mistake or just straight up wrong. Hopefully it's not straight up wrong. Yeah. So we start, maybe this is 0, 0, and we start with move 0. That should be 1 because R times C, that's our entrance to the cell. So same thing here, we push all those things. For every cell, we decide if we should wait or if we should visit up, down, left, right. Decide if we pay the penalties. Entrance cost is there. I give up, man. Should I ask the AI? Should I go look at people's submissions? Let me see what some people did. A little bit disappointed I didn't get that one, man. You can see, oh yeah, I forgot that you sent, man. I didn't want to look because I was still trying to find my problems, but I look now. Oh dang, you did that type of stuff. Do we need to initialize 001? Oh, do we? No, because we don't go there, and I think 001 will happen right here. Where we'll push 001 with the new weights if we waited there. Wait, where is This is it. Ah, Jesus. Wait, that check will be for 001? Ice back deep. What do you mean? Hold on. Let me see if I'm not doing anything here. I guess, so you're saying as soon as you reach your return, maybe, the distance is greater, we should continue. Man, it's basically the same, man. Alright, ice back deep. What are we saying? That check? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up. Hey, isn't there like an AI thing for... should I ask AI? I don't know. Or should I just come back? Wait, line 31. First time through the loop. So right now, this distance is the first time through. This should be long max. So if our weight is less than, which it should be, then we should wait. And then we set the new distances to the new weights. Log statements could be helpful, yeah, it could be, but sometimes it's tough. All right, let's try and log some things. I'll log our weights. R C is odd. I don't know if I'm gonna notice anything here though. No, it's tripping. Uh-oh. So they're saying the optimal path is 2. Dang, wait. How are we gonna get 8, man? Alright, 0, 0. This is the initial start. The weights, RC, and is odd. And now, this looks wrong, man. The weights, it looks real wrong. Oh, I guess that's not necessarily... Hold on, man. Oh, the penalty is 5. Yeah, that looks about right then. Penalty is 5. The initial time is 1. So then if we waited, it's going to be 6. And then say... move down. So down would be 0, 1. No, 1, 0. This would be down. Try setting initial start to 1. instead of 0. Yeah, wait, I have, wait, what do you mean? So I've seen something strange already, man. Zero, 0, 1 to 1. Hold on. I'm not sure. So like already the first move, it says the first move moving down should cost only 2. But I don't see anything like that in my priority queue. So maybe there's something going wrong with like this part here, you know. Like these are supposed to be my directions. New R, less than 0, continue, greater than. Oh, is it greater than equal to? Yes. Penalty, entrance cost is new R, new C, yes. All right, here we go, man. So this is J. I don't know. Everything's crazy out here. It's driving me nuts, man. All right, look at that. Look at that. We have. Oh, that's not. 0. So 0 and 1 are being skipped. Oh, for first. I see. That's right. That's right. 2, 3. This is our down. So 3 initially going down is already 8 because oh, I know the problem, man. The problem is the parity of the moves. So in the example, it's saying the first move, we're moving down, and it doesn't have a penalty. Because in my thing, I guess these parities should be swapped in my case. I give up, man. I don't know. All right. JGJ. When you enter 0, 0, the next action should be odd. Yeah. All right. So I'm answering as an even action. So the next action should be odd. Yeah, I think it's gonna be these things swapped. So, man, do I flip it there? It's for sure it's a problem with like where I flip it. Mr. Love Pickle, what's happening? How are the bees? I haven't seen them. Hey, what did I just do? What did I just do, Leet Whale? I just changed something. I don't remember what I changed. I'm gonna run it. Tired of this dang problem, man. But I think I saw the problem though. It's because of what I was considering is No, I didn't change that. Let me control Z. All right, this after I type, this is the last thing I changed. I changed those things. So it was like a combination of both. It should be 001. Hold on. Oh yeah, that should have been 000. That should have been 000 because it comes in as false. I don't know why it was 001. Anyways, finally we got this problem was nice, I'd say. I struggle with implementation, but I think I had the idea, man. I just made some silly errors trying to implement, and now I don't remember what my right answer should be. So they're saying it should be 000, and then and then I swapped these things. Let me try, because whatevs. Oh Jesus, I'm ready to move on with my life. Wait, it should be 001, I think. From the way I understand it, it should be 000 because that's where we're starting, since we start at index 00 or RC00, but also we start at the parity being even at first. So that's what I meant to capture, I guess, because here in my parity queue I have the weights being 1, and then everything else is zeroed out. You know, so I think this should also represent that. But yeah, maybe it's like how you structure things. And I think this stuff here was also a bit strange because originally I was considering the current move or the previous move, which is odd, or I don't know which way. I had it confused, whereas I was supposed to consider the next move, but I was considering the current move. But yeah, some funky bugs there. Not very clean implementation, but thanks for all the help, everybody. Hard to catch those off by ones sometimes. Jesus Christ. What now? I guess we don't really have much time, huh? Could try to... Should we try a random 0 track right before we leave? 1960. Oh man. Roll dice? No, I don't roll dice anymore, man. Build a matrix with conditions. Shortest impossible sequence of rolls or get maximum score. All Q4s, man. I don't think I got it in me to do another Q4, but I will try one of these. I'm gonna try this one because it's the oldest problem. And I've attempted it. I've attempted it 2 times in my life, and both times I could not arrive at the answer. So I wonder if 4 years later, can I get the answer. Let's see. I don't think I can. You are given two sorted arrays of distinct integers, nums1 and nums2. A valid path is defined as follows. Choose array nums1 or nums2 to traverse from index 0. Traverse the current array from left to right. If you are reading any value that is present in nums1 and nums2, you are allowed to change your path to the other array. Only one repeated value is considered in the valid path. The score is defined as the sum of unique values in a valid path. Return the maximum score you can obtain of all possible valid paths. Mod big prime. All right. That take it or leave it, right? It's like jump or don't jump. I think that's what you do. That's probably what I thought last time I did this problem too, but I'm not sure if I implemented good. All right, so the numbers are sorted. Got 10 to the 5th, and it could be, what's that, 10 million? And I want the largest sum. So either, all right, here's what I probably need to do. I need to map the values to which index they appear at. So I have this frequent, or this index map. I'll just call it UM1 and UM2. Hey, Spoopdy, welcome to the party. How you doing, man? So the nums lengths could be different. So I'll use n, nums1, nums2, and I'll just iterate through. So, and I'm iterating through, and I'm collecting nums1i and mapping that to the index that it appears at. J. UM1, UM2, nums2, I equal I. Is that right? Nums1, nums2. Doing good. Just been packing because I'm getting ready to move soon. Big pain in the butt. Dang. I just moved in December, man. It took a real long time. I'd say maybe about a month to pack up and about a month to move in. So like 2 months total of like packing and unpacking, man. At least that's how long it took me. And I use a big ass, I use like a 20-foot U-Haul to move. But I was going from a small place to a bigger place. So I guess a month of unpacking was like also getting furniture and stuff for the new place. All right, here we go. We don't have much time. We got 15 minutes or so. I'm trying to do this take it or leave it DP style. It goes faster if you pay people. Yeah, I did pay some people to move. I paid some people to move all the shit from my apartment into my U-Haul. And that was the only people I paid. And that costed like $1,000 or something, man. I forget how much they charged. It was almost $1,000 just for that. And then I drove the U-Haul and unpacked everything myself. I took this week off work to pack, and I'm not getting a U-Haul or anything, just getting rid of stuff and moving everything on my own since I live alone. Yeah, I guess if all your things can just fit in a car, then it shouldn't take you that long. But I had a lot of shit, man. Are you moving far? Or is it like down the street? All right, what am I saying here? For every index, we can decide. I guess we can start at any one. So I would represent. Shit, I don't know how to represent anything, man. For everything, we can decide to move, or we can jump, but when we jump, we don't double count the 4s. Dang, how are we gonna code this up, man? I would be the index for that one. J would be the index for nums2. I don't know. I don't think I can get this problem done tonight, man, for a few reasons. Low brain juice, and it's almost time to go. I'm moving to Washington, so me and my girlfriend can be back together. We haven't lived together since we graduated back in 2023, and she went off to grad school. Dang. That is very exciting. Washington, huh? Where are you moving from? You're moving from California? Hold on, man. I gotta pee real bad. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Living Cali now. I see. Man, are you driving up there, Spoop D? That's gonna be a sick drive, perhaps. All right, guys. What do you think? I should give up. Or should I keep on keeping on, man? Oh, I see why I had so much problem with this problem a few years ago. We can't just cache on INJ. We gotta figure out something else, man. what am I gonna do otherwise? I was thinking, can I append nums2 to nums1? And then that, shit. And then what, man? Then you like jump back and forth. I don't know if that's the way. It's a beautiful drive. I've done the drive many times as I've gone up there to visit her. Nice. Do you drive the scenic route, man? Is there a scenic route like along the coast? There must be like the regular highway that's boring, and then the nice way where you like drive along the ocean or through the forest. I don't know about this problem. I understand the problem, but not sure how to navigate this one. Because if I kept a cache on INJ and INJ nums, both nums nums1, nums2 could be up to 10 to the 5th. And I think this cache is gonna cause it to TLE. But But I guess we could have, instead of INJ, maybe an I for the index and a Boolean for whether you're on nums1 or nums2. Then we've reduced the cache to just an int n and a bool 2n. But will it still be accurate? I don't know. And then maybe, all right, so you'll need, let me try. The Boolean, maybe need another one like just jumped or something so that you don't count the same number twice. Not sure. Jump between the 2 and the spirit of the wait, what? There is. I could take the 101 all the way up the coast, straight from here all the way to Washington. I haven't done it yet as it adds more driving time, but definitely worth it. Hey, how do you know if it's worth it if you haven't done it yet, man? Maybe you should drive up there when you're moving. Granicus 1991. What's happened? What is my job? I'm unemployed. How do you make a living? I use up all the money I saved when I was employed. Right now. Alright, time is ticking. Should I try? Alright, so if we're out of bounds, we return 0. How do I know if we're out of bounds? Alright, so if we are on nums1 and I is greater than equal to n, then we're also at the end. The views for sure have to make it worth it. The whole area is beautiful. The Pacific Northwest in general, really. Yeah, I've done a little bit of the 101 from like SoCal to the Bay, maybe a little bit past the Bay as well. But I've never driven up into like Oregon or Washington or wherever else is up there. I5 is boring, 101 is fun, but time consuming. Are you in a rush, Spoop D? You should, I don't know what your plans are, or if you have space, or if your girlfriend has time, but maybe you guys should, she should fly down and both you drive up along the coast and make it like a memorable move. I guess it would be memorable either way, but at least you get a little road trip with views. Alright, we don't got much time, man, so let me try and at least get a DP thing going here. What am I saying? So alright, if what's happened in Zun? Please don't tell you are on Nikon ZR Red Raw. I don't know what that means, man. Welcome also. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit annoying to code up, but I think with these states, maybe we can solve it. So maybe I'll make. Alright, I'm just gonna hard code some junk. So I'm gonna say if we're on nums1, then I'm going to look for that number. So if then this means that we can go and jump. Is that how you do it? You find the iterator, and then it's the second one would be the value. So that's the target index. So then we jump to the target. Use nums2 would be true in that case. I guess we can just flip it. And then just jumped would be true. So how many points do we get? We get, I'm gonna say we get nums. I don't know. Man, I don't think I'm gonna do this problem. I think we'll save it for next time or another time. Because I think I can do this problem now though, but not tonight, man. I gotta go. That means definite on. Yeah, I don't know any of these things, man. Are you trying to ask me what camera I'm using? Because I can just tell you, man, instead of you saying all these strange cryptic things. This camera right here is, what is it? Sony ZV E1, I think. Anyways, that's it. That's all for me, man. I kind of want to solve this problem, but I gotta go tonight. So let me see who else is streaming LeetCode or anything really. I am Samir. LeetCode extraordinaire. Anyways, it's been a very productive session. Did a lot of problems, or at least tried to, but some of them were too hard. And now we're gonna go raid I Am Samir, doing LeetCode right now. I'm not sure, random problems or what, but stick around if you want more LeetCode, man. We're about to go get more LeetCode. The legendary one, yeah, ZVE1 is nice camera. I have a lot of cameras, man, but I like this one a lot. Here's a full screen. I gotta clean up all my shit back there. But anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. Everyone from Twitch, everyone from YouTube people. I know I don't have like the chat on the screen, but I'm gonna do that one day. Twitch people, you're always down there on the chat. Spoop D, Icy Black Deep, Liquid Soria. Have a good night. Thank you very much for tuning in. People from YouTube, Parathep, Insgunzun. See you later, man. Granicus, see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. JGJ, adios. Dang, we're already rating. So I gotta go, man.